Hello students, in this session we are going to see about the silicon compounds, that is silicon tetrachloride. Its formula is SiCl4. So preparation, there are two methods for the preparation. The first one is when silica which is mixed with the carbon, that is silica formula SiO2 and carbon both together, which will be heated at the 1675 Kelvin, and through a porcelain tube we have to pass dry chlorine. So silica with the carbon with the dry chlorine heating at 1675 Kelvin, silicon tetrachloride will be formed, that is SiCl4 plus CO. So this is the first preparation. Then second preparation, that is on commercial scale. That means you have to prepare for a large amount the reaction of silicon with the hydrogen chloride gas, which occurs above 600 Kelvin. We have to heat, it forms silicon tetrachloride. The next properties of silicon, that is silicon tetrachloride is a colorless fuming liquid. That is when it is easily, when it is open, the bottle is opened means it will comes out as a fumes. So it is a colorless fuming liquid and it freezes at minus 70 degrees Celsius. So at imagine 0 degree, 1 degree, 2, that means here minus 70 degrees Celsius only it undergo freezing. In moist air, silicon tetrachloride is hydrolyzed with the water to give silica. So it is not a silica, it is a silicic acid. Change it, silicic acid and hydrochloric acid. So SiCl4 when reacting with the water molecule, it forms HCl plus silicic acid. So when silicon tetrachloride is hydrolyzed with a moist ether, so it gives a linear perchlorosiloxanes is formed. Its formula is SiCl2O n times SiCl3. So these are the general properties. So first general property is colorless fuming liquid and the freezing temperature is minus 70 degrees Celsius. And in second property is reaction with the water, it forms HCl and hydrosilicic acid. Then alcoholysis, the second property is alcoholysis. The chloride ion here in silicon tetrachloride, that is SiCl4, when it is treated with a nucleophilic substance such as ethanol, C2H5OH. Here the ethanol, that is nucleophile group is OH group, OR group, they are all the suitable reagents. So when it is treated with the ethanol, it forms tetraethoxysilane. So ethoxy formula is OC2H5 and 4 times is here. So tetraethoxysilane plus Cl2. So the chloride ion in silicon tetrachloride can be substituted by nucleophiles such as OH, OR, etc. using suitable reagents. It forms silicic ester with alcohols. Next is ammonialysis. That means using ammonia, we have to break the bond of silicon tetrachloride. When it is reacting with ammonia at 330 Kelvin and ether presence, it forms chlorosilazane. Silazane formula is Cl3Si NH SiCl3. So the formula you have to write, very important equation, alcoholysis and ammonialysis. The next is uses of silicon tetrachloride. It is used in the production of semiconducting silicon. That is silicon tetrachloride is used in the preparation of semiconducting silicon, means which is used for the chips, that is silicon chip, Intel, for the manufacture of Intel. Then in the starting material, in the synthesis of silica gel, silicic ester, and as a binder for ceramic material, that is glass materials, if it is breaks means it is acting as a binder for ceramic materials, that is silicon tetrachloride. So up to this, the silicon tetrachloride preparation, properties and uses is over. The next topic is silicones. Silicones are polysiloxanes or organosilicon polymers with the general empirical formula is R2SiO. It is similar to, when we instead of writing SiO, you have to write C, means it is similar to ketone. That's why the name is called as silicones. So these silicones may be a linear or crossed linked because of their very high thermal stability. That means எவ்வளோ ஹீட் பண்ணாலும் அந்த bond வந்து break ஆகாது. That is very high thermal stability. They are called as high temperature polymers. So what are silicones? What are the types means? You have to write silicones. It's Silicones are polysiloxanes. They are the organosilicon polymer with the general formula as R2SiO. And why they are called as high temperature polymer means because they are very high thermal stability polymer. Now we are going to see about the preparation of silicones. So one or two point is important, not fully you have to know. Generally, silicones are prepared by the hydrolysis of dialkyl dichlorosilane. Its formula R represents alkyl group. So R2, so dialkyl. SiCl2, so dichlorosilanes or diaryl dichlorosilanes. So instead of R, maybe alkyl group or aryl group, which are prepared by passing vapors of RCl or ARCl with silicon at a 570 Kelvin with the copper at heating as a 570 as a catalyst we have to use copper. So these reactions takes place to form the R2SiCl2. So the hydrolysis of R2SiCl2, first we have to prepare R2SiCl2. Then only we have to hydrolyze with the water. Now both the chlorine atoms changes into OH group. So listen carefully. For the preparation of silicones, we have to first prepare R2SiCl2. How we can prepare? When treated of RCl, when combined with the silicon, it forms R2SiCl2. Then that R2SiCl2 hydrolyzes with the water to form that 2 chlorine atom is replaced by 2 OH group. Now that that is one group and plus another one group they combined. In between one water molecule is eliminated, that is H and OH is eliminated. In middle, that is in two units, they are combined together to give the one water molecule is eliminated. So combination of SiO. So when we take n number of units, it results in a linear chain structure that is called as a linear polymer. Okay, so when we take R2SiCl2, we get only the linear chain polymer. So next, how will you get a cross-linked polymer? There are two types of polymers. One is linear chain and second one is cross-linked polymer. So from linear chain we have to get from R2SiCl2. For the cross-linked polymer we get from RSiCl3 because there is only one R. See the third picture. No need to learn the first one and the second one. Learn only the third picture alone. So here only one R is there and one Si is there and 3 oxygen is there. So from RSiCl3 yield a very complex cross-linked polymer. Linear silicones can be converted to cyclic or ring silicones when water molecules is removed from the terminal OH group. So in third picture see one R is there, one Si is there. So instead of 3 chlorine, 3 OH group is there. But when the one unit we combined with other unit, there is elimination of water molecule. So in silicone, don't forget there must be oxygen linkage between Si to Si. One Si is combined with other Si through oxygen atom only. Then only it is called as a silicones. So next comes to types of silicones. See, types means here it is linear silicones. So it is the spelling is mistake. Here LINEAR, linear silicone. It is obtained by the hydrolysis of, already I told, linear silicones is obtained by dialkyl or diaryl silicon chlorides. That is R2SiCl2. On hydrolysis it yield linear silicones. The second type is silicone rubber. That is example for linear silicone is silicone rubber. Don't forget, example for linear silicone is silicone rubber. These silicones are bridged together by methylene, that is CH2 group. And silicone resins, these are obtained by blending silicones with organic resins such as acrylic ester. So it is a type of ester, that means higher the molecular weight, it forms a resin type. Then second type of silicone is cyclic silicones. Cyclic silicones is obtained from R2SiCl2. So from R2SiCl2 we get a linear chain polymer as well as cyclic silicones. The third type is cross-linked silicone, which is obtained from RSiCl3. Now we are going to see the important question. What are the properties of silicones? Very, very important. Take it as each one point. So the extent of cross-linking and nature of alkyl group determine the nature of the polymer. That means whether it is a straight chain polymer or cross-chain polymer, which depends upon their alkyl group, which determine the nature of the polymer. That means if only one alkyl group is there, means it may be liquid form. Then suppose if the number of alkyl groups is increases, higher the molecular weight means it will changes into a solid form. So depending upon the nature of the alkyl group, the polymer also depends on. They range from oily liquid to rubber like solid. முதல்ல liquid மாதிரி இருந்து அப்புறம் அந்த molecular weight, that is alkyl group aryl group increase ஆக ஆக it changes into solid form. Then third point, all silicones are water repellent. Very very important question. Why all silicones are water repellent? பிகாஸ் இதில் வந்து ஏன் வந்து வாட்டர் அப்சார்ப் பண்ண மாட்டேங்குது, ஒய் இட் டஸ் நாட் ரியாக்ட் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா, ஸோ பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தி ப்ரெசன்ஸ் ஆஃப் அல்கைல் குரூப் அண்ட் அரைல் குரூப். வி நோ alkyl and aryl group, they do not react with the water, they only soluble with the organic solvents. So here the presence of alkyl group and aryl group, that which surrounds the silicon, which makes the molecules look like an alkane, so it does not, it is acting as a water repellent. Understand? So due to main only one answer, due to the presence of organic group, it is acting as a water repellent. Then fourth point, they are also thermal and electrical insulators. They do not conduct the heat as well as electricity. Chemically they are inert in nature only. So lower silicones are oily liquid, whereas higher silicones are long chain structure as waxy solid. So at last I will show the picture how the silicones are used in the making toys, or else for the it is looking like a oil or it looking like a waxy substance. I will show the picture. So lower silicones are oily liquid, whereas higher silicones or long chain structures are waxy solid. The last point is the viscosity of silicon oil remains constant, does not change with the temperature, and they don't thicken during winter. For example, if coconut oil நம்ம எடுத்துக்குவோம், அதை வந்து வின்டர் சமயத்தில் பார்த்தா மார்னிங்கில் எழுந்து பார்க்கும்போது டியூ டு தி அந்த வின்டர் சீசன் இட் ஃப்ரீசஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தி டெம்பரேச்சர். ஆனால் அந்த மாதிரி இது வந்து உரையவே உரையாது. தட் இஸ் the viscosity of silicon oil remains constant. It should not change according to the temperature. So therefore it is called as a thermally stable substance and does not change with the temperature, and they don't thicken during winter. So these are the important properties of silicones. It is also important 3-mark question. The last topic is uses of silicones. Silicones are used for low temperature lubrication and in high vacuum pump, high temperature oil bath. I know I already explained, it is a high thermal stability compound, so it is a high temperature oil bath க்கு இதை யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. Then they are used for making waterproofing textile. We know already it is a that is waterproofing textiles. That means they do not react with the organic group. That's it is water repellent due to the presence of organic group, so they are used for making waterproofing textiles. They are used for insulating material in electrical motor and other appliances also. That is insulating material ஆகும் யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. And then last point, it is mixed with paints and enamels to make them resistant towards high temperature, sunlight, dampness and chemicals. So அந்த பெயிண்ட் டோரு வால்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரிலாம் பெயிண்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தி சிலிக்கான் ஆயில் இஸ் மிக்ஸ்டு. ஏன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் அந்த சன்லைட்னால் அதை உரியும் உரியாது, இல்லை அப்படின்னா ஹோல்ஸ் விழாது, டேமேஜ் ஆகாது, என்ன கெமிக்கல் பட்டாலும் அது ஒன்றும் ஆகாது. ஸோ தே ஆர் மிக்ஸ்டு வித் பெயிண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் எனாமல்ஸ் டு மேக் தம் ரெசிஸ்டன்ட் டுவர்ட்ஸ் ஹை டெம்பரேச்சர், சன்லைட், dampness and chemicals. This picture which shows that the silicone products. The next topic in the session is about zeolites. So what are zeolite? Zeolite is a type of silicates only which containing the metal is aluminium, non-metal oxygen and semi-metal silicon. So all the three elements are mixing together. Zeolites are three-dimensional crystalline solids which containing aluminium, silicon and oxygen in the regular three-dimensional framework. They are hydrated sodium aluminosilicates. That means with the addition of water molecule, so they are called as a hydrated sodium aluminosilicates with the general formula Na2O Al2O3 dot XSiO2 YH2O. That means Na2O Al2O3 as it is. And the silica is a number is X. That's X may be vary from 2 to 10 units. And Y molecules of water. That Y represents about 2 to 6 water molecules. So this is the general formula for zeolites. Then zeolites which have the porous structure in which the monovalent sodium ions and water molecules are loosely held. That means zeolites have, when we are seeing the picture, I will show the picture, in that some pores, அதாவது துளைகள் நிறைய இருக்கும். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது வாட்டர் மாலிகுல்ஸை ஈஸியாக அப்சார்ப் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு ஸோ அதை லூஸ்லி ஹெல்டு பவுண்டாக இருக்கும். Zeolites have porous structure in which the monovalent sodium ion and water molecules are loosely held. The silicon and the aluminum atoms are tetrahedrally coordinated with each other through shared atoms. That is, the silicon and aluminum atoms are tetrahedrally, they are bind with the oxygen with the tetrahedrally coordinated with each other through shared oxygen atoms. Zeolites structure, which is looking like a honeycomb consisting of network of interconnected tunnels and cages. That means இது எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு தேன் தட்டு, அதில் எப்படி கட்டு ஹெக்ஸகன் ஷேப் ஆர் பென்டகன் அந்த மாதிரி ஷேப்பாக இருந்து இன் பிட்வீன் கேப் இருக்கும் அது மாதிரி. ஸோ இட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ஹனிகோம் கன்சிஸ்டிங் ஆஃப் அ நெட்வொர்க் ஆஃப் இன்டர்கனெக்டட் டனல்ஸ். அண்ட் this picture which is shows that zeolite, it is a sodium aluminum silicates. So far children, in this video we saw about the zeolites, then silicones, silicone compounds, uses, properties, everything. So the second chapter of P block elements is completely over.